AITAH for slapping a woman that was protecting my baby. Hello everyone, my wife asked me to help make her post more clear. First, I want to thank everyone for the comments and the love shown for my brother-in-law. I am going to write the story from mine and her point of view. Also, fake names for everyone involved. I, 31M, Tim, and my wife 29F, Ashley, welcome our healthy baby boy, Ned, into the world 6 months ago. Her brother, Mike, is a 24M with special needs. He has had many medical issues since birth and is different than most people. However, he is the kindest and most fun person to be around, especially when he is talking about sports. When Ned was born, Mike was very hesitant in holding him but was very curious about him. This last month, Mike actually wanted to hold Ned. My wife and I were thrilled. We do have rules in place for him holding Ned, but Mike likes the rules. Mike needs to be sitting down and my wife, Mike's parents, or I need to be around. This is mainly in case Ned gets fussy. We can take him from Mike so he doesn't get overwhelmed. A week ago, Ashley's cousin Don's daughter Lily graduated high school and was throwing a party with her best friend Anna. We know both of the girls and wanted to go celebrate with them. Mike wanted to come but his parents didn't, which was totally fine, and we brought him. Ashley was on an outdoor patio couch talking with Don while I had Ned. I was talking to a coworker that happened to be a friend of Anna's family. Mike came up and asked to hold Ned, which we went over to Ashley and he sat down. I gave Ned to Mike and asked Ashley if she needed a water since I was going to grab a beer from our cooler. I went to get the drink and was talking with my coworker when a woman, Karen, started screeching saying, "He shouldn't be touching that baby." We live in a place heavily influenced by certain religions, and she was saying how someone like Mike shouldn't be holding babies. She was screaming that Mike would drop Ned and hurt him, and how is everyone just ignoring it. Ashley asked the woman to stop yelling and stood up, standing in the view of the Karen for Mike. She was telling Mike he was fun, but the woman kept screaming that he was going to hurt Ned. This got Mike flustered, in turn made Ned start to cry. Ashley took Ned from Mike, who instantly was covering his ears. I started heading towards them when Ashley was asking the woman to stop and leave them alone. Karen responded with, "How could a mother let an abomination from God hold onto an innocent baby? He's going to hurt the baby now and in the future." As she is yelling, she was getting closer to my wife and pointing at Mike over and over. Before I reached her, my wife turned and slapped the woman across the face. Karen stopped yelling for a moment and I came up and took Ned from Ashley. Some man came over and grabbed the Karen, who was freaking out that Ashley had hit her. Ashley told Karen if she keeps yelling that she would give her a black eye to go with the handprint on her face. Don was able to help get the Karen away from us. Ashley had to lift Mike off of the couch and guide him to the car so we could leave. I grabbed Ned's stuff and went to the car where Mike was crying and apologizing for hurting Ned. Ashley was crying and telling him he did nothing wrong. I drove to my in-laws and told him everything. Mike was able to get into a therapist the next day and has been going every day. In the middle of the week, my wife went to talk with Lily and Anna happened to be there as well. Ashley felt bad that their party got ruined and Anna was apologizing that her aunt did that. Ashley had gotten the girls' massage certificates to apologize and help them celebrate going into college. Anna tried not to take it, but my wife insisted. It wasn't Anna's fault that the adult Karen acted the way she did. Currently, Mike is still going to therapy, but the therapist said an event like this can take some time. He will come around Ned and is happy to see him, but won't ask to hold him. If you ask Mike to hold Ned, he will quickly say no and leave the room. Taking some commenters' advice, we are going to try just hanging out with Mike on a blanket on the floor with Ned to see if it helps him be more comfortable. Karen has found Ashley on social media and has messaged her along with some friends and family. From what I gathered, she is only telling people she was protecting the baby and my wife hit her for no reason. She has threatened to sue, but as of today hasn't done anything. I work with a lawyer who has put me in touch with one that is willing to represent my wife if it ever comes to that. Fingers crossed that Mike will be comfortable to soon hold his nephew. We will also try to update if things change. My wife vented to one of her friends in her mommy and me class that ended up telling everyone what happened. All of the moms say my wife went too far when striking the woman. That has made my wife wonder if her protective instincts were too much. She was worried for her child and brother's safety and didn't want to give Karen the chance to get physical. I hope this makes more sense for people and thank you for all the loving comments so far.